This video is intended to be a brief look at Pelikan's M200 Pastel-Green, which was announced at the end of 2019 and released in late March of 2020. You can see here it has a very light and airy green marbled barrel with a very pastel coloration. Has a nice chatoyance in the light. This one is filled with Pelikan's 4001 dark green, and you can see the darker coloration that it gives the barrel for that first third when it's filled with ink compared to the true barrel color. You can see here the ink window is actually clear and not tinted, and the components are made of white resin. Now obviously white resin does run a higher risk of staining, as does that clear ink window, so that's something you have to be just cautious about. It has Pelikan's traditional beak clip here, and all the trim is gold plated. One nice thing, if you remember one of my complaints about the gold marbled release last year, was that it was another pen that utilized white resin, however they had a black cap top. Maybe Pelikan listened to that criticism, because now they took the cap top here on the Pastel-Green, and now it's an all-white cap top with a gold logo. I think it has a much sharper look to it when you look at it as a whole, if you take it as a whole. And then the nib is Pelikan's standard gold-plated stainless steel nib. Nothing fancy, but it does its job. In this case, it's a fine. So all in all, a nice writer. The color didn't really appeal to me the very first time I saw it, but it has grown on me with use. And the only thing that's really the biggest downside on this one is the price, because it carries the same US price tag that the gold marble did. And at that time I found it to be excessive, and I still find it excessive for this pen.